Using this photo that I have on my Graphics Girl blog, I'll use the presets in the hue saturation dialog box to give the photo a cyanotype, a sepia tone, a vintage old style look, or increase the saturation for high intensity, or so many more different effects, all achievable with one click of a button in Photoshop. Hello, creative! It's your Graphics Girl of graphicsgirl.com. That's graphics with PH and S, girl with no I and 3 R's. And I'm here with a quick tip to help you design your brand. Now, quick tip videos are designed to focus in like a laser beam on one thing in a program. This way you don't have to wade through long tutorials that drone on and on to get to that nugget, that thing you've been struggling with. So this way you can just watch this quick video, learn how to do it, and move on. You're welcome. But first, how would you like a cheat sheet? Head over to graphicsgirl.com and get your free Photoshop cheat sheet. It'll show you all the shortcuts in the program, whether you're on a PC or Mac. Just click the link below. So in Photoshop, you can change the hue or saturation of an image to give it a different vibe. Here, you can see that we've boosted the red in this layer, or the yellow, giving me a sallow type look. That's always attractive. Or muted the tones to give it an old style vintage feel. You really can achieve anything like sepia tones and cyanotypes, all in Photoshop with one click of a button. So you might have seen this type of look where it takes a regular photo and it kind of drenches it in one color, generally known as a monotone or duotone, right? Well, we can create that kind of sepia tone or duotone look all in the hue saturation dialog box with presets that come built in. So here's how you do it. I'm going to come back to my original here in this layer that I've labeled Graphics Girl. And I'll make a duplicate of that layer by rolling over the new layer dialog box at the bottom of the layers panel. You can show your layers by coming to Window, Layers. And you might have noticed there that I just extended my layers panel so that I had more room. Okay, so here I am working. If you're in your file and it says background, you make a copy, it'll say background copy. Once you make a copy of a layer, it calls it the original layer's name and adds copy. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're in that layer. You can tell because it's highlighted. Personally, I like to use shortcuts. And so the shortcut that I'd like you to try to master is Command or Control U. You can also find this under Image, Adjustments, Hue Saturation. Once again, Command or Control U. In the Hue Saturation dialog box, you can change the hue or shade of a color or saturation, its chromatic intensity, with these sliders here. You can also check off colorize, and it will keep it all in one color as you roll through your slider. But what you might not have played around with are the presets built into the Hue Saturation dialog box. If you're not really sure what you want to do with these sliders, if you want to play around, also the lightness and the darkness, what you can do is just come right here to the presets and get used to the different effects here. I'll go ahead and hit cancel, and Command or Control U, bring that dialog box right back up. So it's from the drop down right up here that you can test out some of these pre-made settings that Photoshop gives you. For example, here's the one called Old Style. And as I compare the original with this old style, you can see that it muted many of the red and yellow colors to give it an aged look. So once again, making a copy and coming back into my Hue Saturation dialog box, we can see another one. Here's one that's really popular called Sepia. So with the sepia setting, it may default to something that looks like this, but you can always adjust it and move it further along. For example, you can increase the saturation and see it live preview because we have our preview checked, or reduce its saturation
to pull back the effect. But check this out. You can change the hue to give yourself a green face or purple hued face. What I like to do is crank it all the way to the right with intensity of the saturation and then roll through the colors. Once I'm happy with the hue, my favorite color is purple, so I'm going to go with purple. You can then pull down the saturation to give yourself just the right look that you're going for. So when I click OK, so that effect was pretty effective, if you ask me, with just the hue saturation dialog box. Here's the sepia tone I did earlier, where I didn't go so crazy with the color. So you have complete control, even if you choose to use one of the presets. So don't be afraid to play around with the presets in the hue saturation dialog box to give your photos a unique look.
So if you found this video helpful, give it a like, share it with your friends, and please subscribe to my channel. And don't forget, for free marketing, branding, and design resources, head over to graphicsgirl.com. That's graphics with PH and S, girl with no I and 3 R's. And I'm here to help you design your brand.